for the one and only diva of blues and soul, Miss Priscilla Price. And in the party band.
Good evening, good evening. How y'all doing? It's a shame. Good evening. You're watching WJZZ Cool TV, the Blues Factory, live streaming on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, and other top social media. Y'all know what the hell I'm saying.
What she said. So like us, follow us, and share, subscribe, and thank you for watching WJZZ Cool TV, the coolest station in the world.
Now hush, boy. Good evening, everybody. I would like to introduce you to my co-host, Mr. Al Livingston.
And the hostess with the most is the one and only. What's her name? Oh, Priscilla Price, the diva of blues and soul, y'all.
Alert, alert, alert. I'm looking for a new co-host.
Look, before you become a co-host, she ain't gave me my money yet.
Oh, well, okay. Don't worry about it. Good evening. Once again, good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Good evening, everybody.
I would like to start my show off this evening talking about some of the things that has been going on. And like, I went to the Dearborn Performing Arts Theater.
Okay, you didn't go. I didn't get a chance to go.
Oh, Sunday night.
Yes.
That was an awesome show. Scotty Production.
Yes.
He had 9 acts on that show. 9. Yes. And they were all great.
Do the rundown.
All the acts. Wait a minute. All the acts.
You can't count the 9, right?
Shut up, boy. It was Spider Turner.
Okay, Spider. Yep.
Lisa Parham. The Shades of Blue. The Sirius. Bernard Gibson and the Temptation.
Yeah, Bernard Gibson.
The Contours. The Miracles. Oh, shit. Well. Oh. Marvelettes. They were awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, they were awesome.
Yeah, they good, ain't they?
And Junior Walker's All-Star.
Junior Walker, that's all 9 of them.
They were awesome. The Marvelettes. Don't mess with Bill. No, 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 no. And those dresses they had on was kicking.
Yeah.
They were awesome. And also, I went to No, I ain't going to tell y'all about that. I want to also say that the Go-Go review.
The Go-Go review, yes.
At the St. Regis. Yes. I didn't get a chance to go to that, but it was awesome.
Yes, I was crying.
You was. They kicked your ass off the stage.
They had to come get me. The bad Detroit Devils, it has to be one actor.
I want to talk about my girlfriend now. My high school. We went to elementary, junior high, and high school. She's in Raleigh, North Carolina. She's a mail carrier. She had her birthday yesterday, and I called her up and I sung the first few songs, "Happy Birthday," and she said, "Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep." I said, "No, you have to pay for that." But I want to say happy birthday to my girlfriend Wanda.
Happy birthday, Wanda.
She's we've been friends forever, even elementary all the way up until, and also tonight, my niece is celebrating her birthday.
That's right. Over at the spot.
At the DRMM Hall.
Yes.
And her name is Miss Kim Lewis.
Yeah.
Kim, I'll see you in about an hour. But I wanted to announce, and anybody can go. It's a $10 cover. Mm-hmm. And they're going to have food, and it's BYOB.
Chicken wings. Them wings were so big and good.
They're going to have food, and it's going to be a birthday party to celebrate. So, Kim,
it's all right.
I'll see you, and I'm sending people your way. So,
I'm coming
look out for some
chicken.
Now, shut up, Al. I would like to introduce my friends, my guests for this evening, Mr. and Mrs. Kevin and Kim Crosby. Let's welcome them, y'all. Let's welcome them. How y'all doing? Boy, what's up, brother?
Man, ain't nothing shaking but the baby.
See that? I recognize it, realize it, analyze it, and ain't gonna antagonize it.
Listen, I noticed I had called your wife, and I told her, I says, you tell Kevin that he cannot come back here and play for nobody else but me. if Duke decide to retire, but see, I know, the tops are gonna go on.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
gonna go on.
The torch
and
is
so
still
I
gonna
know
be
that
carried, yes.
as just like Joe
Yes.
Billingsley retired, but the contours
are
will
gonna keep
continue.
going.
You
Right.
know,
Yeah.
and I want to say to Kevin, I've always enjoyed coming where you were playing at. I've been trying to get
thank
out
you.
to your church for the longest, but you
It ain't that far.
you out in the sticks, boy. I ain't driving way out there.
Shoot, it's only about a quarter mile in the sticks.
My church is right around the corner.
Just across the tracks.
Just
Yes,
across the tracks.
but
Yeah.
when I talked to you last, you was in Paris. You was on.
Well, we did I was with the Tops. We did a tour of the UK and Wales, and then after that we did a European tour where we did Germany and Netherlands and Austria, Belgium, France.
Oh, okay.
Yes, yes.
Hey.
They love our music
Oh, yes.
from Detroit.
Yes,
Do
they
you
do.
hear me?
Yes.
Yes, they do.
Yes.
And they treated
Love
us
it.
like royalty.
Yes.
I mean, like, I'm just a piano player now. and folks were asking me for autographs.
Yes,
You got
yes.
to sign it. and, You know.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
Met a lot of good people.
Okay. And what else are you guys doing?
With the Four Tops?
With the Tops.
Well, the Tops are working on an album.
Okay.
They've probably got about 28 tunes recorded. So that,
Already.
All right.
Yeah. So.
So,
they
in
have
the
a
can.
record
Yes.
deal, and so just keeping everything going. And
Okay,
this Duke is he's on the recordings and everything.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, no,
Is
y'all
there a
got
special-
Ronnie, and he is a
Ronnie,
fantastic.
I'm working with Ronnie, Alex,
writer
and Roquel.
Rankin. Yeah, y'all
Lawrence
got some
Bishop.
cats, man.
Oh,
Yes.
man, some songwriting genius.
Yes, yes.
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 You are y'all still on a Motown label or?
No, I forget the name of the label. It's one of those big ones too.
You're in trouble.
It's got something to do with Universal. I think.
Okay. Okay. Well, hey. Anyway, y'all doing it, for y'all to be old cats. Shut up.
I'm a
So
young
y'all
old
just
cat.
like refined wine, get
Don't
better
say
with
nothing.
Better
age.
with age. That's right.
Listen, I just want to find out a lot about what's going on. Miss Kim, what are you doing, darling?
Right now, I'm not doing much of anything but taking care of, some of the things at the church and taking care of this fella here.
That's your job.
Yeah, that's my job. But I'm
King.
trying to get back out there a little bit,
Okay.
I had a lot of health challenges, so because of those things, I don't want to commit and not be able to follow through. That bothers me. So
Right. Well, I saw you at the Jamboree. You was jamming.
I love to sing.
Mm-hmm.
All right now.
I love to sing.
Now, are you going back out anytime soon, Kevin?
Yes, we've got the whole month of November off, and December, the first 2 weeks, we'll be on the East Coast,
Okay.
and we've got a thing in LA, and we're booked right now up through May.
Wow.
Four Tops, we do about between 75 and 100 dates a year, and we do it all over the world.
Wow, that's wonderful.
So,
I'm gonna tell you the first time I met the Four Tops. I was playing in Atlantic City at the Larry Steele Smart Affair.
Mm-hmm.
Florence Ballard was down the street from
Come on
me.
now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Me and Florence had got together. This was back in the 60s.
Mm-hmm.
We had got together. She says, let's go over to the Steel Pier and see the Tops. Levi,
Mm-hmm.
Obi, Duke, and Lawrence. So we went over there, and guess who else I met for the first time over there? playing with the Four Tops.
Who was that?
Ralph Armstrong.
Ralph
Yeah,
Armstrong.
yeah. Ralph been around. Ralph
Yeah.
was great.
Ralph Armstrong.
Yes,
That's the first time
He
I
had
met.
to be a kid back
Yeah.
then.
Well, he reminded me about 20 years ago where I met him at.
Oh,
And
wow.
back then, music was music.
Ooh.
Music was music. I mean, everywhere you look, it was the Four Tops, the Supremes, the Temptation,
Yes,
the Marvelettes,
Marvelettes,
Mary
Mary,
Wilson.
yes, yes.
Everywhere you went, there was somebody from Motown. Now, when I was in Paris at the La Meridian Hotel, I played there.
we
Yes.
stayed there.
Yeah, we stayed there and we played there.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I got the life-size Lionel Hampton trio band.
Mm-hmm.
The ones that they got in the dining room with the Armstrong blowing the trumpet,
Oh, yeah,
the life-size ones.
Yeah.
I have that.
Oh, wow.
Remember Pauline bought it for me?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, the whole band set.
Wow.
But the La Meridian, I played there, and then also, it's another place that we played in Paris. It was like up on a hill somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, when you went up there, you didn't see nobody. Nobody.
Wow.
But that night, you couldn't see nothing but people.
Wow.
Man, that
They appreciate music.
Oh,
Oh, yeah,
yes,
they love music.
yes.
They love music.
And I tell you, you guys are doing all this traveling now. I don't want to go back overseas. I done been there, done that.
Yeah.
I've been from Portland to Madrid. That's from Maine to Spain.
Come
and
on,
I
right
know-
now. That's all right.
Oh,
That's all
Kim,
right.
are you gonna be traveling with him at any time?
I would love to jump in that suitcase. I'm telling you, but I think I weigh too much. I don't think the airlines would like it. But no, nothing really. I mean, when they're stateside,
Okay.
I'll go.
okay.
Because I can go and then come back home. I don't have to get on that bus. So I'm done with
Yeah,
travel
too many hard
buses.
legs on the bus.
And,
Yeah.
I've done that, like you said, been there, done that. So
Say,
yeah,
and send that money home
yeah.
from the tour.
That's
So I
right.
can count it and put it in the till.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
yes.
Kevin, do you
It's
remember
good
the
about
first time you met me?
I do. I don't remember what year it was.
Don't go back that far.
He can go back.
We did. I remember that Zachary Slater was on drums,
Yes.
and Zachary Slater's a drummer on the Johnny Taylor. What was that big hit he had?
Disco lady. No.
Like a
Real
love.
big.
Shake it up, shake it down, move it in.
That's
move
That's
it.
it.
That's
that
Disco
was Disco
Lady.
Lady
That's Disco
because
Lady, yeah.
I found out, Butch Small plays with the Tops too, and he's their road manager.
Okay.
And he's on that recording, and it was Butch and Zachary and Bootsy Collins and Bernie Worrell and Rudy Robinson.
Where was we at?
We were in Jackson,
Michigan?
Was it Jackson, Michigan, or
Jackson.
Cobo Hall?
Michigan. We were in Jackson, Michigan. I don't know what we were doing the blues.
Was it when she got out of prison or?
She was on parole.
Okay.
No.
Alert!
But it had to be in the 70s. It had to be
It
like
was.
the mid 70s.
It was.
And,
Because I was with Johnny Griffith,
yes.
Beth Griffith's father,
Right.
and Ernest Kelly at the time.
Right. Right.
That's
Ooh,
when
names.
that's when they released my song "Funny."
Yeah.
That's when they released my song "Funny,"
Yeah.
and it went to number 17 with a bullet in the Billboard.
Hey, come on now.
Johnny Griffith's daughter, Beth, was a baby crawling around under the piano. And look at her now.
Look at it.
Yeah.
Look at her now.
That's a bad
The little
sister.
girl can
Singing
sing.
all over the place.
Yes, yes. I seen where she was with the OJs on tour with them.
Mm-hmm.
She was on tour with Kim. I mean, she's beautiful. I mean, I went out to her house for lunch one day, and I just enjoyed myself, being around a child that I knew, and now she's this big star. And hey, I love that. What
We
you
ain't gonna
looking at
spend
your
this
phone
time
for?
talking about you. We've got two guests.
Shut up.
here.
We talking about
So
what
the-
we do.
Yeah.
We have-
Who Jackson you? That's what I want to know so I can call
That's some
Brenda.
money.
Oh.
I'm calling Brenda. You out here messing around talking about some money. You're watching WJZZ Cool TV, the Blues Factory, live streaming on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, and other type of social media. So
Like us, follow us, share, comment, and subscribe. And thank you for watching WJZZ, the coolest station in the world.
All right.
That's
yes.
Amen to that.
Now,
Tell us. Go ahead. Ask your
because
question.
you've been talking about, and then you're gonna wait to the end, and you're gonna say, "What you got to say, Al?" you asked everything.
Just go ahead. Go ahead and ask the
Now,
question.
Kev, tell me, being here, you're born and raised here in Detroit.
Yes, born and raised.
Detroit musician, Detroit.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
that's it.
Yes.
So now, what schools did you go to? From elementary, junior high, high school?
All of them.
Yeah, just.
He don't remember
Okay.
Oh,
that
you went to
shit.
too many?
This is a long story.
Wait, don't tell me you done got kicked out of so many. I'm messing with you.
Well, my first school was Ruth Ruff.
Ruth Ruff.
That was kindergarten.
Okay.
After that, I went to a whole bunch of elementary schools because back in those days, you know, that was the days when you had to move a lot.
Yes.
And move
Yeah,
at night.
that's right.
Around midnight.
Get out of town.
at least to the other block. I went to Ruth Ruff, Brady, Jane Addams, Winter Halter, Custer, and Verner Elementary School.
Oh, wow.
Then I went to Bobian Junior High School,
Okay.
Henry Ford High School.
Henry Ford.
And out of Henry Ford, I went to U of M Dearborn, and then I went to Ashland Theological Seminary in Ohio.
Okay. Now, when did you first get into the music as a youngster?
As far back as I can remember, because my
When you
dad
first
is a
started.
musician.
Okay.
You know, my dad plays organ, he sings, he preaches.
All right.
And back when I was a little kid, I was taken by his guitar playing. He played guitar with a quartet, and he was in a quartet called the Royal Harmonizers out of Royal Oak Township.
All right now.
Now, his group was one that a lot of groups in Detroit looked up to. A lot of the guys from the Spinners used to hang out, and they got some vocal lessons and things like that from my dad's group. But my dad his group used to open up at Greater King Solomon, all the concerts
King
with
Solomon
Yeah,
Mighty
Baptist
Clouds
Church.
of
Yeah, a lot of
Joy, the
concerts.
Silver
Yes.
Travelers, and all those groups like that. Who was the one that Sam Cooke was with?
Wait, I got it right on the tip of my tongue.
Everybody knows
Soul
that.
Stirrers.
Soul Stirrers.
Yeah, they do.
And they used to open up for all those guys. You know, Wilson Pickett and Lou Rawls and all those guys used to all be over there at the Greater King Solomon. So I got interested right out the crib.
Okay.
My dad was, man, he can still sing. And he can still
Ooh,
play.
That man can sing.
Are you from
Yes,
the
sir.
east side or the west side?
He said they moved
I went to
around
school on the
everywhere.
west side.
Okay, I don't know.
West side, but our
All sides.
families, of course, I'm first generation Detroit. When they come from down south,
That's right.
It was North End.
That's right.
Okay.
Oakland,
Yeah.
Inglewood.
You say Leicester.
Yes,
Woodland
sir.
and John.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah,
yes.
yeah, yeah,
You know
yeah,
what's
yeah,
up.
yeah.
You know what's
Militant
up.
Well, I didn't know anything
Yes.
about Hastings because when I come, the freeway was through there. You know.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, by that time, yeah.
Right.
Yes, yes. So, so we have a lot of family on the east side and on the west side as well. So I kind of consider myself international.
Y'all know I'm nosy.
What was your first group that you were in as a youngster? Do you remember that you
Okay,
formed?
now that's a complicated story. Very first, I was
Yeah.
playing guitar and I had a cousin named Larry Pope. And Larry sang and played harmonica. And we would do blues at all my family's parties.
All
They
right.
could give us $5,
That's a lot of money.
Early 60s, yeah, 62, 63. We're doing basement parties and, Baby Scratch My Back and we do some Otis Redding and stuff like that, And from there, my dad was in a group. He left the quartet and he got in a group called the Acapels, which was about a 12-member choir, and they sang without any instruments. They recorded an album or two, and then they had a radio show that they did at WJR.
Okay.
So what wound up happening, my dad became co-director with that group, and as co-director, he decided to get together the children from the members of the group and some of their the children, the nieces, the nephews, the neighbors, and he put this group together called them the Junior Acapellas. Now I'm 8 years old, and my sister was 7, and we started singing in that group. We would do Reverend Robert Grant had a radio show. We would do that every Sunday morning. Leave his radio program and go to Senator Briscoe Bryant's radio show.
Oh, yeah, I
we do
remember
his
him.
show, and we got a chance to do a couple of commercials recorded at the old Golden World studio that Motown took over.
Right.
Wow.
So we're talking the early '60s, and then in '68 I founded my first rock and roll band.
Oh, there we go. Here we
I
go.
was the co-founder of a group. We called ourselves Little Leon and the Soul Sessions.
You know what? And I remember the Soul Sessions. Yes, I do.
You do?
Yes, I do.
Man, well, we wound up changing our name to Extended Night, and as Extended Night, we became regulars at what was the name of the amusement park on 7 Mile? Edgewater Park. We used to open up for the Funkadelic all the time there, and we would open up for them at the Sentinel Building and things like that. We did all the union gigs. We were with Ted Waterhouse, great bass player. His
Going
mother
back.
I grew
was
up down the street from Miss Waterhouse.
She was a representative at the union.
Yes.
She headed this thing called the package deal. And so in our band, we had a 4-member band. Each week, what they would do, they would school us. All of us had to learn how to do all of the paperwork, how to fill out insurance forms, how to fill out the contracts
Come on
for
now.
each engagement,
Wow.
how to fill out tax forms.
Yes.
They schooled us, and every week we would alternate who was the leader of the band. So each person would have experience as the leader. And so we did that for 3 or 4 years, and then I got kicked out.
What you do, Kevin?
I made the basketball team at Henry Ford.
Oh, okay.
And I started missing rehearsal. Before that, we would rehearse 6 hours a day, 7 days a week.
All right.
And then I made the basketball team, and I thought, well, I can just come on Saturdays and rehearse, and I'm cool. One day I went to rehearsal on a Saturday after missing the whole week. My guitar is sitting in the corner, got dust all over, it's turned facing the wall, all the strings facing that way. And there were 3 guitar players in the basement. I'm like, wait a minute, I'm a little man. We didn't need 3 guitar players. I was the odd man out. So I left. I always did play piano too because my dad, I was trying to be like him. He played piano and guitar. And I left there. I tried to get in a couple other bands, and they were like, man, you're a good rhythm player, but we're looking for a lead player. And then I went to my cousin. They had a band, and they were doing a lot of work. And, her name was Alicia Myers.
Alicia. Oh, yeah. I want to thank
And
you.
I would go over there. They're on the east side now. They're on Helen Street. We would go in the basement. I would go to their band rehearsals, bring my little red guitar. They were like, you could, but you play like a white boy. They didn't want that. They want somebody to play like Grant Green or somebody.
Yeah.
So after rehearsal, I knew the keyboard player because their keyboard player was in the a cappella choir with us, with the junior acapellas. So I knew him well. I said, man, can I play your piano? He was like, yeah. I started playing it. Everybody got quiet. And my cousin said, that's what you need to be doing. So from that point, I went and got a Fender Rhodes. Taught my mom to take me to Massimino's. We went and got a
Get out of here.
1975 Fender Rhodes stage model.
Wow.
And I've been playing piano ever since, working ever since.
And boy, you can play it. When did you meet Kim?
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes. I can tell that story.
Yeah, that's a story.
Okay.
There. That's a story there.
You want to tell it?
I was with Al Perkins. I was with a group called Round Trip.
Okay.
Round trip. I remember you
Round
guys.
Trip.
Yes.
And we were supposed to be opening up for Alicia. I forgot the name of the club, but it was downtown.
Some about Jay's or something.
Yeah, something. It was. But anyway, the show was supposed to go on. So I was a vocalist in the band. And when we went to set up, Irene, Perk's wife, said, okay, this is y'all dressing room. But there was clothes in there. So I said, some guys' clothes in there. She said, let's put them in the bathroom. So we put them in the bathroom, right? Everybody come back getting ready for the show. We open, right? And they come and dress, and we say, what you doing? This is our dressing room. Well, me and him got into it. Big time. I went and got Irene. Irene kicked him out, put him back in the bathroom where the clothes were.
Love at
And-
first fight.
Yeah.
I like that.
And
I
he
like
was
that,
just
Al.
one of
That's
those
good.
fellas. I would meet him because we were all working with Al Perkins, you know. So I would see him, whatever, but it was, a little distance, and then we had that little run in and everything. So, but I thought he was, a nice guy. I figured. And later on, we came to some other situations where we were both there. I had a friend, Mark King, who tried to introduce me, Greg Hosey, tried to introduce me to
That was
Kevin.
before. That was before
yeah.
that. Yeah.
And I was with somebody else. So, you know what I'm saying? When you with one person, you ain't
Wasn't
looking
the right
all
time.
over here. Yeah. So.
Yeah, blinders on.
Yes,
Now,
yes.
you heard her side. My side was, Al Perkins was featuring 3 of his groups that he
Yes.
was managing. And it was Al Hudson in One Way, Alicia Myers, and Round Trip, which featured Oliver Cheatham on lead vocals.
Yes.
And we were headlining.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So as the headliner, we had the first sound check. Y'all know how business goes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
We had the first sound check, and we did our sound check and got everything just right. And because we were at home, I left and went home to do a couple things at home and come back. When I came back, we had the Stars dressing room. We were over. We were the headliners. We were the Stars. And I come back and couldn't find my clothes.
that was in the bathroom.
Somebody told me in the bathroom. I hit
we
the
hung
roof.
up,
I said, "Who said that?" And somebody directed me to her. Boy, oh boy.
Love at first fight.
Yeah. that
So
was
after
it.
that, though, I wound up leaving for a project in California for a few months. And when I came back, a friend of mine, Skeeto Valdez is his name, wanted to go. Well, Greg Hosey's dad
Father
had passed, and they were having a memorial for him at Johnny Seven's place,
Yeah.
Blue Chip
Blue
2.
chip too.
Okay.
And
Johnny.
so he says, "Let's go to the Blue Chip and catch the last of that." So we went over to the Blue Chip, and then I ran to a couple other friends. They said, "I got somebody I want you to meet." I think y'all be good together.
Yeah.
Guess who?
Yeah.
Now I just came back from California. It's 20 degrees. I'm dressed like California. I ain't got on no underwear. I ain't got on no. I had on a jacket, a blue jean jacket. I was not dressed for 20-degree weather. And we're sitting in a car. Well, I'm figuring, I'm in the car. It's gonna be heat, right? Well, this is back in the day, just a little bit after they were rationing gas. And she had this old car, this old Chevrolet, that had a lock on the gas tank.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right, because they siphon.
Yeah,
They were
Siphon right
siphoning
on.
gas.
Yeah.
And she said, "Well, can y'all come to the gas station with us? It's 2:00 in the morning. We want those ladies out there by themselves." And so me and Skeeto said, "Okay, we'll go with you." And we left my car and we rode with them over in their car. And she gets to the gas station and she can't get the key to open up the thing. Now I'm out here dressed like California
freezing
weather.
your ass off.
I went and got back in the car.
Oh,
'Cause
let
I
me
gave
say
him
something
the
else out because I just realized what I said. I said I didn't have any underwear.
Underwear.
I had underwear on.
Oh, okay, all right.
I didn't have
Gotcha.
on thermal underwear.
Right.
Of what I need. Okay, so
Thought he was commanding.
but I decided I'm gonna be the chivalrous guy.
Yeah.
I get out and I mess with this thing and I'm just, what did I
I
get
think it was
myself into?
stuck or frozen or something.
Finally, I kept working with it. I'm using cigarette lighter on the gas tank.
On the gas
I
tank.
got the thing open, and she was forever grateful.
Yeah.
I said, "Well, let me get your phone number," and I got a phone number, and we talked maybe about 3 or 4 days after that. And that first conversation on the phone, that was our first conversation really, since we had that blow up at the gig.
I forgot all about him. I didn't know that
She didn't even know I was the same guy. So we talked on the phone for like 5 hours. I think we even went to sleep talking on the phone. So it was on and popping after that.
But hey, and you know what? I truly appreciated you guys
Yeah.
because when I first got back and I start going out to because the type of people that I was going and performing with wasn't in, that I was performing with the big folks, like doing um, the club on Gratiot, Ben's High
Ben's,
Chaparral.
yeah, yeah.
I was working with all of those, those things.
Place at
So,
Henry's and that kind of
right,
thing.
so
Cocktail lounge, yeah.
after my mom passed, and then I started hanging out with, I worked with Danny Blue.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And then me and Danny Blue, and when Danny Blue passed, I just went on my own, and then I started working with In the Pocket Band
Ah, yeah.
with this monkey.
Ah, uh-oh.
I will have water in my mouth.
You almost.
See that?
And then I
Almost
started, going out with people like Sharon Love Jones,
Yeah.
and I
Right.
started hanging out with them. And when I looked out there, and you were playing with Mike Hicks and
Yeah.
Right. We had the jam
T
session.
Killer,
Yes.
T Killer, the bass player Killer.
Who? Kill Bill?
Kill Bill. That's
Yeah.
I always
Yeah.
call him Killer.
Yeah.
Anyway, y'all were playing over on the east side on Hopper there somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And that's where I
Firewater
came.
One.
Right.
Firewater One.
Yeah.
I went over there, and that's when I seen him again. I said, "Damn, that boy can play that damn piano."
What?
Piano.
Diana.
That piano. Because I think y'all called me up to sing.
Sure we did.
And I just seen him playing everywhere. I said, "Oh man, that's." And I told Jerome, my band leader,
Yeah.
my music director, I said, Jerome, I says, if we can get Kevin Crosby, we don't need no fucking body else. No more. We'll use that. He said, well, you right. But I really enjoyed listening. And another thing about Kevin can sing too.
Oh yeah.
Kevin can sing. I heard him singing one night, and I said, damn, this boy got it going on. He sang. Let me stop.
Multi-talented.
Yeah.
Multi-talented.
I wants to know about Liberty, your church,
Oh, Pleasant Valley.
Pleasant Valley.
Pleasant Valley.
The Holy Ghost Outpost.
Now, I'm in the AME church.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Long tradition.
Uh-huh.
AME Church is the oldest organized black corporated church in the United States.
Okay.
Started in 1797.
1797.
But I wasn't always AME. See, my daddy was Baptist and my mama was AME. So the first part of my life, I went to the Baptist church.
Oh,
Okay.
no, it was.
Went to the big Baptist church.
Yeah.
And every Sunday was fashion show day.
Yeah.
My grandmama had a pew. You better not sit on my grandmama's pew because that was hers.
Mm-hmm.
They saved it for her when she got to church on Sunday morning. But if she didn't get there an hour ahead of time, she didn't get a seat because that place used to be jam packed. Second Baptist
Second
over
Baptist.
on Monroe and Bobby.
Okay.
And did that for a little while. That's when I got in my rock and roll band. I started making money. I was bringing home much as my daddy was from the factory.
Wow.
So
Come on.
I said, man, I was up late last night. Can I sleep in? My folks said, yeah, you can sleep in.
That was
This
good.
Sunday. Next Sunday, I went to church. It was hard because, by the time we got through packing up and
Yeah.
Yeah.
all of that stuff,
Okay.
it was 4 in the morning before I got to bed.
Yeah.
It was Sunday morning, you got to get up 6 o'clock, eat breakfast, and get out of there, get to church an hour
Yeah.
early.
Yep.
So eventually, I was able to do 2 Sundays in a row. And then I missed a whole month. Next thing you know, it's been 15 years.
Wow.
Playing rock and roll. But it was that music, that same music that took me away from the church brought me back because
Come
now
on now.
in the church they playing that style of
That
music.
you-
that I was
come on,
in
you
the
preaching
clubs.
now.
Exactly.
Come on, that's something.
Exactly.
So I get to my cousin wanted me to play in a group with her. I'm like, I ain't got time for that. I'm going on the road and traveling. 10 years later, she calls me back. I'm still trying to play basketball. Hurt my leg. Can't play no more. So now I got Mondays free. She said, just come Mondays. Okay, I'll go to rehearsal. I play and sing for them. They like, you in.
Yeah.
I didn't even know I was auditioning. You're in the group. That was a group called the Positive Force.
Positive Force.
And
Yeah.
from that group, And I got a little point to this. But from that group, I wound up playing for free on Sundays just the songs that the gospel chorus was singing because they liked my chord style.
Okay.
And then the gospel chorus decided to ante up, and they gave me $25 a Sunday. I'm like, oh, this ain't too bad. Then they started paying me more. The church started paying. I started getting some real money, but then I'm listening to these songs. I love the music. I started listening to the words. I said, man, how do they know to put these beautiful words together? And then I found out it came from the Bible.
Exactly.
I started going to Bible study, and I started seeing the words to a lot of the songs we were doing. I'm like, what? Well, one thing led to another. I started teaching Bible study, Sunday school, and I went to different programs to get certified as a teacher, and I wanted to learn more. Wound up in the seminary.
All right.
I didn't even know what a seminary was.
All right.
You thought it was a cemetery.
That's what they call it.
You are so blessed. Now, I lived in Indianapolis for a while, and I wasn't performing. I was a wife, and our church had a college, Bible college. So I went and I took Old Testament survey.
Oh yeah.
And when my husband and I broke up and I moved back to Detroit, I started back singing, and I started singing with a gospel group called Tommy Sutton and the Sensational Travelers.
Wow.
Then I started singing with Ann Scott. You know who that is, right? I was singing, but just not regular. When they needed somebody, I would go and sing with them. And I sung my first professional song when I was like 16, 15, 16. At a church down up under where we used to live. We lived upstairs, the church was downstairs.
Wow.
That's how I learned how to get my keys and stuff. A guy named Winston Walls, he said, I want you to sing this song right here. There are times when friends forsake you.
All right.
Come on.
And your ways seem dark at night. Have a little faith in what you do, and everything gonna be. And ever since then, I love me a God. I love singing gospel, and I give it freely.
Yes.
I sing gospel. If somebody asks me to sing gospel for them or show, I do it freely because God. I never had a voice training. God gave this to me.
Yes.
And I thank Him without ceasing.
Yes.
Baby, I know what you're talking about. When you get into that word, it'll get you every time.
And I didn't plan on it, but he was directing my steps.
Yes. Right now you are watching WJZZ, Cool TV, the Blues Factory, live streaming on Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, and all the other bullshit.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that, Pastor?
Social media.
Wow.
Go ahead.
So like us, follow us,
Music
and
world.
share.
Yes.
Comment, subscribe, and thank you for watching WJZZ, Cool TV, the coolest station in the world.
I am
Let me
really
say
enjoying
something
this.
Yes.
to Miss Crosby. Let me, because we're going to get back to you. So we got a lot of time.
Call her
Yeah, we
Kim.
do.
Okay.
Yeah, you call me Kim.
Call her Kim.
Okay.
Miss
They
Crosby.
call her First Lady.
Okay, she wear a hat.
No, she don't like me.
I got one hat.
Queen Kim,
Yes, sir.
you were born here in Detroit.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Born, bred, right here.
Southwest Detroit.
Now,
Raised.
what were the schools that you went to? And then tell me what inspired you to start singing, and what was the artist?
Well, I went to Catholic school. I went to St. Andrew and Benedict in Southwest Detroit. I was raised in Southwest Detroit. And from there, I went to Southwestern.
Okay.
And then from there, I went to DIT, which is it's not existing anymore, but Detroit Institute of Technology. Then I went to U of D. But my musical experience came from my cousin Belita Woods.
Believe this.
lived
That's,
down the street.
that's my girl. My girl.
And we had a piano, so BB would do all of her rehearsals at our house. So I would just sit there and just listen and just be mesmerized. And I'm sure some of the people that came to play on that piano I didn't know but were famous people, but they were in my living room, so I had a concert. And she kind of took me under her wings, taught me a few things, and exposed me to some people. I started singing in a group, in high school you sing in a group. We won a couple of talent shows, so I was always in a 3-girl group. I left there and I started singing with a group called the Preacher's Daughters.
Preachers, heard of them, yes.
And then from that group turned into Spice. And then after I left Spice, well, before that I was with a band with Lawyer Ross was Melting Pot.
Melting Pot.
And so that kind of got my feet wet a little bit. Got out there, really learned some things and stuff. But I think my real training came from Norma Jean Bell. I worked with Norma. Norma is an excellent teacher. Hard taskmaster, but she instilled some things in me that are still with me to this day. And, just went on from there, but always was in the scene, but not directly in the scene, but enough where, I worked around and did some things with other people, and then got with Al Perkins, worked with, it used to be the Sins of Satan, but we turned into Round Trip. And, First lady can't be in the Sins of Satan. But I was there, Well, I appreciate heaven after I've been to hell.
But we all sing the same by grace.
Yes, baby.
Wow.
It was all good experiences, and then I started running into a lot of different people. So I would do little gigs here and there, work with Kevin every now and then. We had a better relationship, house relationship, marriage relationship. But and everybody say, well, why don't you work with him? And I said, I do, but I just thought it would be hard to work with somebody and be at home with them all the time, So, but he helps me out.
Can't get enough of
that. Can I ask both of y'all a question?
Sure.
What year of marriage were y'all when I sung that for y'all anniversary?
Oh yeah. I think it was. Priscilla had to be like 30,
maybe 30.
29 or 30. Yeah, Priscilla sang for that was a real treat.
Yeah,
that
about
was
30
a
years.
wonderful treat.
Man.
Now, how many years has it been now?
35. Married.
35?
Yeah.
We've been together for 40.
Yeah, because we dated for 6
It
years.
must have been 30 because it wasn't that long ago. I got the pictures at home.
Yeah. I think it was 30. Yeah.
That's
But-
all right.
Man, we had a ball.
Oh,
Now,
yeah.
how many kids you guys have?
Well, we are a blended family.
5.
5 altogether. Yeah.
Anybody pick up any of the musical aspects?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I got the
Oh,
Diva Weaver.
yeah.
My little, my middle child, Ariel Crosby, is out now. She does a lot of singing. She was in
Well, actually,
Motown.
Christopher's in the middle.
Okay, Christopher's in the middle. He's the drummer.
He's drummer, keyboardist, producer.
Yeah. And then Ariel is the vocalist.
Now, think about
And the
Ariel.
actress.
I done heard
She,
her.
Oh yeah.
when she was about 6 or 7, we took her to Masonic Temple to see The Wiz with Stephanie Mills.
Oh, okay.
And we had seats. We were on the mezzanine, right? The first row on the mezzanine. So there's a rail right there.
You're right.
And she was about the height of the rail. She was just, during the whole performance, she was standing right there with her mouth wide open.
Mesmerized.
She just stood
Yeah.
there.
She loved it. She didn't say a word. After the performance was over, she looked at her mom and myself and said, that's what I want to do with my life.
She sure did.
That's
And
a
she's
blessing.
doing it to this day. She's
That's
been
a
in
blessing.
some pretty good. She was in the Motown the Musical, the Traveling Company,
Yeah.
among other things. So she's
I
she's
get-
on the road right now.
I
doing
get all the info.
Oh yeah. She's up in Flint now doing Tommy.
Good.
And she's worked with Stagecrafters. She's worked with Encore Theater. She's been I forgot the name of the ship that she was on. And she did several tours with
Oh yeah,
them.
that cruise line.
And just everywhere. Came out of Renaissance. product of Nina Scott. We have to give Nina big.
All right, Nina.
Yeah.
Big Mama.
Yeah.
Yes.
She groomed them kids. So,
Oh man, that's wonderful.
Crazy.
That is
That is
wonderful. And now, you said y'all are leaving out in December,
Yeah, we have a couple weeks in December.
and you'll be back like
The middle of December, about a week before Christmas.
What's
make me sick.
What's your date?
The
I know Priscilla. The
17th.
That's what I thought it was 17th.
I'm coming back, I think that same week. That's the week I'm coming back. We'll be in California the 15th or the 16th.
Get the first flight out.
Priscilla already told.
Is that in order?
Yeah.
Get the first flight out. Yeah. Oh, let me.
Yeah, do that.
I forgot all about it. Christmas, old school.
Oh yes,
Don't-
yes.
Yeah.
My old school Christmas party. Anyway, I don't need that. December the 17th. It's old school and blues.
Mm-hmm.
Christmas party at the DRMM Hall. It's at 3606 East Forest. And the tickets are $25. Put it up, boy. The tickets are $25 and slightly higher at the door, and your dinner's included,
Ooh,
in
if
the
it's
tickets.
anything like that birthday party.
baby.
Ooh, that birthday party at Priscilla's was off the chain. It was
She's gonna sing this
beautiful.
time. She's not gonna get away
Yeah,
with
because
it
I got a
like
lot of
birthday
people.
party.
They talk stuff to me after my birthday. You didn't sing. I said because it was my birthday.
Yeah.
We're
People
honoring
came
you.
to entertain me.
That's right.
So I got to sing this time. And we also have 50-50 raffles. From your shoulder to your wrist, $5.
Mm-hmm.
And baby, let me. What that lady won? $300 something at my birthday
Yeah.
party.
She sure did.
Wow.
Yes,
We were running after her. She couldn't sell them tickets fast enough.
I was getting ready to call the number. I need some tickets. I ain't got no more.
Oh man.
But you know, and also with this 50-50, after the money, I got gifts wrapped that I'm gonna give out
Okay.
on the
Okay.
following ticket numbers. You know,
Good.
at least 20 gifts
That's
I'm gonna give out because see, I like to give people something for their money, even though if they didn't win the big money, they would win some kind of gift.
What
And
guests are you gonna have there?
what guess? Me? I'm not telling it. Oh yes, I got
okay.
Lady Love.
Okay, all right.
I got Lady Love. I got Mr. Shaw.
Yeah, I'm
Oh.
Yeah.
I want to tell you something else, Kevin. You gonna
What?
flip.
What?
Bobby Hill playing. Bobby
Yeah.
Hill.
Yeah.
He's gonna be performing. Here's my commercial that we did.
Come on.
Okay.
Now. Old school.
You know, for the Christmas party.
Okay.
Yes. It's gonna be off the hook. I'm telling you. You think my birthday party was something?
It was awesome.
It was really good.
Because-
And I'm
Had
gonna
a
tell you,
good
get
time.
your tickets now because that birthday party, you couldn't get in that parking lot.
Baby. And the parking lot is.
Hi, I'm Priscilla Price.
I'm Lady Love.
Good evening, and I want to let everybody know that December the 17th, 2022, we're having our third annual Christmas party.
Damn, I look good.
We have lots of entertainment. It's going to be at 3606 East
Let me
Forest
take you over
between
there and put you right
McDougal
on
and
the
Mount
TV.
Elliott. Dinner is served,
But yeah, get
included
there.
in your
Get there,
tickets,
get
and
the
tickets are
tickets on
$25, slightly higher at the door.
Yes, and
we
the
have
young
free
lady
secure
that
parking.
Lady Love,
And
we are
lots of
showcasing
entertainment.
her.
Yes.
And have a ball.
We're showcasing her, and you know I'm always
And,
trying to
the
help
other guy.
somebody.
The one and
No,
only
Mr. Shaw, he
person.
sings
Hold
to
on.
me all the
Stop
time.
right there.
Would you still
He is my well.
Did you say the words you just said? He sings.
Of blues
With-
and soul. Miss Priscilla.
Shut up, fucker.
And
See, you make me act ugly on
Jesus.
TV.
Al Shaw.
Yeah, after
All the
after
time.
her gospel debut.
And you know what? I'm gonna be Priscilla. I'm not gonna stop being Priscilla because
She's my gorilla.
Who
I.
we gonna have?
Everybody, my husband, he just look at me and say,
MC
I talk shit to him too.
But you're
I
real.
love him.
Love real people.
I've always been like that. You know what Mia Johnson said?
We might stay a little longer.
So long somebody can call me home and get away with it.
Oh, well, and I told her that too. I said, you know, Priscilla, she got a different kind of language.
You can
but
also call
she does it in love,
313.
and it's a
And
difference.
baby, and I love
But it's
all
like-
them young ladies.
How you gonna come here hoe and left me?
And happy holidays.
But she does.
Okay.
She does. Now she can get away with somebody else. Oh,
Celebrate
that's
all
fine.
of your affairs.
Right, and I also want to say I'm glad Giselle is out of the hospital.
Oh,
Oh.
Yes, I was with her the
And
other
just
day.
They don't have to cook.
Thursday. I was with
Yes.
her
They
Monday
don't have to clean up.
and Tuesday.
They can just come,
You know, and
bring their
I'm gonna
Christmas
tell you,
party
y'all.
and
I
party.
talk a lot of stuff, but I
Yes.
pray without ceasing
With
for all
us.
my
That's
friends and
right.
family.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas.
Because God is not only good, He's great.
her.
And
Come
greatly
on.
to be
All
praised.
the
And
time.
baby, I give Him all the praise and all the glory, and I especially pray for Al.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's good to
Al
have
said
somebody.
It's, you know, ain't nothing like having some prayer warriors.
right.
You
That's
know?
right.
So
Yes,
and it's all
baby.
good. And you know I be praying for you.
Yeah, whatever. You praying for me to make a damn peach cobbler.
Oh,
Oh,
Oh.
Uh-oh, you
my
done spilled the
goodness.
beans.
Let me tell
Oh.
you, you haven't had a peach cobbler like this.
all right, Priscilla.
I mean, she does something different. You know how you have a peach cobbler and it be doughy and you don't eat the doughy,
Right,
doughy,
right,
but
right. You'll be burning
That-
the corners.
it's no. We ain't talking about the corners. We talk about
The
the,
whole
bottom
thing.
is crusty.
Oh yeah.
Ooh,
It's like she
what
bakes the bottom, then put it in,
Yeah.
then puts the crust on the top, and
Yeah.
it's all like a crusty pie.
you making me
And this-
hungry.
Are you doing one for
None of your
Thanksgiving?
damn business.
Hey,
Y'all ain't coming to my house
I
for
ain't from
Thanksgiving
around
this
here.
year.
Okay, so why not?
Last year, they got off the damn plane, left the airport.
Yeah.
Kwame said, "Baby, somebody down there." I said, "Well, don't let nobody in." He went down there. Al and his wife Brenda, they came
So
up.
you better
baby.
open this door. We was in Puerto Vallarta. I said we didn't had enough Mexican anything.
Yeah, you wanted some soul
Some
food.
soul food.
That's
Soul
right, that's
food.
right.
Soul
I,
food.
and yeah, I love to cook.
Ooh,
I
I don't.
love to cook, but I'm getting old now. I gotta go buy some stofers.
No, girl. Ain't nothing like grandma's cooking now. Come on.
Patty LaBelle.
Baby.
Priscilla Price.
That's
right.
And Diane Mathis,
Oh,
she asked her. She said, Priscilla, she's come to the church all the time. She says, Priscilla, are you making macaroni and cheese?
I heard about that one too. Yeah, because you know all those wonderful singers. We talk and they talk about your food.
All right.
and there's a buzz, cuz.
Yeah.
I had to
Maybe
cook.
we can negotiate something for the 17th. Peach cobbler. You know.
Well, you have to take it home because I'm not putting it out.
No. I don't
I
want
will
you to
take
put it
one
out.
home. No, I'm talking about
If
for.
I hear but he done got a peach cobbler that nobody else knew nothing about. I'm gonna be there because I'm gonna be one of your MCs that night, and I'm gonna tell everybody.
Oh, so
You know,
I
you know she made a
ain't
peach
gonna tell
cobbler.
nobody, Priscilla.
I'm gonna tell it.
I'm not because I want my peach. I
Now,
want to keep
you know, now we can negotiate, brother. My brother from another mother. Now you'll be able to get a piece.
Just
a
a
piece.
little,
You know,
little
just a
piece.
piece.
I-
No
I-
problem.
a taste.
No
A taste,
problem.
a
You got
taste.
I will fix your peach cobbler. You say you home all November, right?
All in November.
Well, Kim, you just have to come by and pick him up one for Thanksgiving.
I don't have a problem with that at all. I'm there.
Cause see, I got a lot of cooking to do for the Christmas party. Cause see,
Right.
my niece and them not cooking for the Christmas party. I am.
Oh, you been doing cooking?
Okay.
I do it all for all of
No, I mean, I didn't know
shows.
you was gonna do it. No, you didn't do it for your birthday party.
No, my nieces and them
No,
did
no,
that.
and that was everything
food
was
was good.
good.
Oh, it was really good.
My
Really
niece and
good.
them
So
did that.
evidently, you groomed them very.
No,
well.
I ain't groomed them. They
Somebody
cooked- they
did in the
learned on
family.
their own.
No, they got it from somebody.
They-
One of them big mamas in there. I don't care what you saying. One of
My
them
niece
mamas
and
in
them
there.
did that. It was
You don't
two
just come up
cooks,
all of a sudden and be
Nadine
It's
and
learned.
Sherry. And they can't do it this time because Nadine just they just finished doing a breast cancer thing on her. They had to do a surgery.
Yeah.
Keep her in your prayers.
Real deal.
And my niece Sherry, she's got a foot thing. I think Billy kicked on the foot. Reverend Jemison is her husband. You probably know Billy
Tell him
Jemison.
stop kicking Reverend Jemison's butt.
No, Reverend
She be
Jemison.
fine.
Reverend Jemison takes care of that woman. He
Nah,
won't let
right.
her do nothing. She got a boot on. Something's wrong with her foot.
Oh.
And so they're not doing any cooking. So I told them, don't worry about it. Just relax. I got this. Because when we had Johnny Taylor's son here, all of them people I cook for, I can, baby, let me tell you, collard greens, macaroni and cheese.
You gonna take me
Baked
out to eat
chicken.
after this?
She may have some at the house.
For real. Yeah.
She cooked
Get
like
good and
that.
hungry now.
No, my husband eating some Polish sausage this evening.
God bless his heart. He love you.
And Roman noodles.
Not Roman
Oh my goodness.
My sweetheart, I love him.
My.
All righty. Since I couldn't get nobody, well, our phones are messed up, but if you can comment on the show. And we had a ball this evening. We had
Oh
a ball.
yes, yes,
We had
yes. I
balls
love the
talking
history
about
that we
what's
got from
going
you
on
guys,
and what we're
and
doing.
you've got to come back
You got
Oh,
because
to.
this
more.
that's just a
Oh,
drop in the
you guys
bucket.
to come
Oh, there's
back.
more.
Lots
oh,
of
Yes.
stories.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, and this time, next time, I'm pretty sure we'll have some music or something, to put up.
Yeah. Because I know you do some
Let's have a
writing. I know
project.
you've got
Right.
some stuff, and we would
Oh,
love
yeah.
to
I've
hear
got a
some of your
partner,
stuff.
Stuart Skaggs. We've got some
Stuart?
songs. Yeah, you know Stuart.
Yeah.
We just did 18 holes today. Man, we've got 6 songs that we released, just independently, and it's on YouTube. The name of our group is Looks Like Rain, REIGN.
Wow.
And yeah, we've been doing this, man, almost 10 years together now.
Long time.
Yeah.
Long
That
time.
is all right.
Well, Al is with the Detroit Emeralds now.
I
Yes,
know,
so-
with Lock.
yeah.
No, with
Yeah,
Lock.
yeah. Wait a minute. 2 drummers.
Yeah.
How we come from being behind the drums to
Just
on
so-
stage.
But you know what? That
It's
that
a
could be
transition.
you could talk about that for a show because look at all the drummers, all the lead singers who were former drummers.
Marvin Gaye,
Yes.
Jeffrey Osborne,
Jeffrey Osborne.
Teddy
Teddy
Pendergrass.
Pendergrass. You know them. You know them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a list.
You know.
And I've always been a vocalist drummer.
Right.
So
Right.
singing and being behind the drums was always my comfort, zone. But to come out front is
It's a different.
this is different. But I'm enjoying it
You have to do this
because
steps,
one
you
of the
got
things that I'm
routines and
always
all that.
doing is I'm looking back at the drummer, me
Ah!
and Locke,
Yeah.
and I had to nudge him, say, get out of that, get out of that.
Yeah.
We're here, let's see
Let
these
him do his
steps.
thing. Let him do his thing back there.
We'll get
Let
him
do something crazy.
after the show.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he
Yeah.
can mess you up.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's a story. That's
Yeah.
a show within
Yeah,
itself.
that's another show.
Don't mess with
Yes.
them musicians.
Yes,
They'll put it
indeed.
in the key you ain't never sang in.
I want to thank you all for watching WJZZ Cool TV, the Blues Factory live streaming on Facebook, YouTube,
Yes.
Twitch, Twitter, and other top social media platforms. So,
Like us, follow us, share, and comment, and subscribe. And thank you for watching. WJZZ, the coolest station
in the world. I want to thank Kevin and
Thank
Kim
you.
for hanging out
you
with
guys
us
are awesome.
today.
You've got to come back.
Thank you. We'd be glad to.
Yeah.
we got to do this again, and I want to
Yes.
thank my co-host Al Livingston for hanging in there with me.
Yeah.
It's a hard job, but somebody got to do it, even though we ain't getting paid.
Yeah. But
You know,
love
but
her, you
the
love
peach cobblers, you know,
Well,
that's what she got me. You know, it's
yeah.
like that's like crack.
her. Ooh.
Ooh,
Peach cobbler.
Peach cobbler can.
You know?
Oh yes.
Any of them
Oh
good
yes.
foods.
I love her though.
She
That's
said green,
she
so
been
I want to
yes.
thank my engineer, Mr.
Yes, nephew.
Derek Smith.
There, yes.
And
Amen.
thank Roger for allowing us to be a part of this WJZZ Cool TV. And we're moving on up to the east side
Women.
with a deluxe apartment in the sky.
Hey, hey.
But thank you guys. Thank
Yes.
everybody out there, our viewing
Thank you.
audience.
Yes, we wanna
love
thank you.
and we will see you again next Thursday, same time, same Blues Factory.
Yes.
All right.
Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you will,
Who's that?
your hands together for the one and only.
That was somebody else.
When I say who that? When I say
Say,
who
who
that?
that say that? Who that? When I say who that? You been there in New Orleans, ain't you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, that's all they do all night long.
Oh, good.
What they say about them saints?